Randy Williams launched Highsman in 2021. Now his company is expanding into more states, and we had a chance to talk to him about that.
Yeah, so the biggest changes has been we've signed a deal with an MSO with Tilt Holdings to enter Pennsylvania and Massachusetts. And so we launched in both Pennsylvania, Mass. We also launched in Washington State in the past few months. And so we've been expanding pretty quickly. Yeah, we had a good idea that our brand would do well in Massachusetts, especially the Boston area, because, it's such a huge sports town. And we were right, and we found the consumers there really vibe with our brand, especially with the names of our strains. Especially we have a Edelman's, paying respect to Julian Edelman, which great. I was going to say Boston, but a great New England Patriot. We have Candy Moss. Yeah, people. Randy Moss did well when he played for the Patriots, and so people are really vibing to that. And from my experience hanging out with Randy, he was one of the guys in the NFL that really opened my mind to cannabis. Going with an MSO made sense for us on the East Coast for the reasons that you state. They have experience and they have a foothold, and most of us being on the West Coast, we wanted to go that direction and see how it went. And so far, it's gone well. And we chose Tilt because they are an MSO, but one with soul, and working with them, they've checked all the boxes, and so far it's been a great relationship. But to me, it's when we've talked to everyone, like they're cannabis heads. They have the business acumen, but they also have an appreciation and a love for the plant and an appreciation and knowledge of the culture. I think we did a really good job with launch, and usually a good launch, there's a lot of hype, but hype dies down, and so the next step is really supporting it. And for me, initiatives that take the brand outside of the dispensary, so activating events, we call Highsman House pop-ups, tailgates, really doing things so people see cannabis not only in the dispensary, but actually see the lifestyle and what it looks like outside.
And what states do you think you'll target next?
We're looking at Nevada and Arizona. We're also excited. Missouri and Maryland, came on after this past election, and so we're taking a good look there also. I've been traveling like this since I was 18 as a football player, but the difference as a football player is, if we're going to Boston or we're going to Philadelphia or we're going to Seattle, we're the opposing team. And now, because I'm representing this brand, part of the home team. So I'm getting to meet people in their own environments and really getting a sense of what the cannabis culture is like in Seattle, in Philadelphia, in Boston. And I'm already somewhat familiar with what it's like in California, but being able to really experience so much of what America has to offer when it comes to cannabis. And I look forward, as we extend into more states, being able to. It's like getting a flavor. I grew up in San Diego, and there's a certain culture around cannabis, and it's probably liberal because it's Southern California. Whereas I go to Boston, you see in Massachusetts, the people that are really the cannabis heads, they've had to do it in secrecy, and they haven't had the support from the culture, and so it's a unique group. And I'm finding it fascinating, getting to meet and talk to these people.
It's probably a lot more fun.
Yeah, it is. And I meet someone, and I ask them, where are you from? When did you start consuming cannabis? What do you like to do when you consume? Having conversations that, for some of these people, they've never really had before, and especially never had with a celebrity. So it's a lot of fun. Some people are really loving the merch, and it's great, and it's one area of the business I would like to expand in the upcoming year. And so people should look out for new designs and new pieces of merch.